Hey there, this is Broomba, and welcome to my first video show, and I'm here to introduce you to the world of multiboxing. This is going to be one of many numerous shows that I plan on doing and am excited about. The first one basically is a video over Jamba and keybinding and what exactly is multiboxing compared to what is botting. And in the video I will kind of go over some quick pointers and some points, some techniques that I use when I set up my Jamba team and my multiboxing team using Jamba, and kind of go over the basics of that, and not specifically in too much detail on exactly how to do your team correctly. It'll be very slow, methodical, and a brief walkthrough on how I set my teams up, going through the procedures and all that good stuff. Yeah, and I'll explain exactly what multiboxing is and why I got into it and how it's fun, and compare that to botting and kind of discuss that briefly. The second topic briefly will be key binding. So it's kind of a meshed combo here. And one of the viewers in my chat room on twitch.tv/Broomba on Sunday in my 7-hour show, long show, great show. Thanks guys for coming out and supporting me. I'm looking forward to this more and more every week, and doing stream live and the videos like this that you're about to see on YouTube. Yes, this is me. I'm Baldy. No, not kidding. Just joking. So yeah. So this is just an introduction video of Multiboxing Power Hour, and I'll be making more of these. I'm so excited. I really am. And so one of the guys in the chat room actually Sunday during the 7-hour stretch of streaming live, 3:30 to 10:30, long day but awesome day, because my stream became more recognizable, and my followers and supporters started to come out more and more as this week goes on. I'm up to 41, 42 followers on Twitch, and I believe I'm to 36 views itself on YouTube, and actually 3 subscribers. Yeah, not as superb as others who do this, but hey, first week really to do this. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to do this. And one of the viewers asked in the chat room during the stream, what is Jamba? Explain that to me. So I briefly, in about a minute, talked about Jamba and its features, how I set it up, what I check off, and I said that please watch this video this weekend, this weekend, and it kind of goes into more detailed discussion exactly what to do. So, and then what I set up to do, and how Jamba can make multiboxing easy, fun, and very simplistic. Hey, keep it simple, stupid. So yeah, so this is the first video, and it'll be up tonight after I get done filming me and my tutorial. So, as they say, see you online.
Okay, hello and welcome to Multiboxing Power Hour with Broomba. This is going to be a weekly show, hopefully trying to get information out to the multiboxing community and people who are never been exposed or been privy to do multiboxing in general. I will cover major topics and major issues of multiboxing itself, mainly focusing on my setup and what I use to make my multiboxing experience fun and easy and very simplistic to use in the general long run. Every week I'll cover a topic or two, and we'll kind of explore in some detail, talking about the mechanics of it and my settings in general, to show you exactly what to do and how to do it well. This week we're going to do key bindings and Jamba. Someone in the chat room on my stream Sunday suggested, what is Jamba, how do you do it? So I briefly gave that person and my streaming viewers a brief, maybe less than a minute, maybe 2-minute little tutorial of how to do it. But I wanted to give more time focused on that topic off stream live. In other words, kind of off camera, away from you guys. Not that I want to, but it gives me more privacy and more time and more space to kind of focus in on the important aspects of Jamba when multiboxing more than 2 characters. Then I'm going to talk about key binding briefly and go through some aspects of that, and not deal too much of the macros. I'm going to do macros probably next week along with bartending, which that is actually nicely in conjunction with another, because there's 2 ways to do key bindings and all that, and so we're going to go from there. First of all, what is multiboxing? Well, multiboxing is one person actually at a PC in person live controlling more than one character in a game that allows it to exist. WoW, to my knowledge, is the only one that does. I believe Rift, I believe people try to do it in Rift, and I never got in the Rift for any other games since I did Multiboxing. Not because they're bad, it's because WoW was more developed, and Multiboxing provided a different way, an outlet to actually play the game in a way that you call the shots, and you actually have fun doing it. Secondly, there's another way of playing WoW that is really forbidden within the WoW community and within Blizzard, the company that makes WoW itself, and that's botting. Botting is when the person takes a program and programs specifically things to do while the person's not at the computer. They'll leave the computer on, run this program, and WoW's character will be controlled by the program to do specific things. Gather herbs, skin whatever, do quests, whatever. That is not within the confines of the rules of Blizzard's Blues rules. Multiboxing is because a person actually controls and is in charge of more than one account or character. And do not get involved in botting. Blizzard will eventually find you and basically ban you. Multiboxing has been supported for at least 3 years, and probably even longer than that. And there's blue posts on the WoW forums that support that cause. So we're going to turn to a look at real quick keybinding. There are several ways to keybind things. One is bartending. The other one is simply not using keybinding or not using bartender. All right. You go into your characters, and you will make sure that when you log in and you have your character selected and you're actually logged into gameplay, you want to make sure that this is checked off, because if you don't check this off, this is going to mess with not just your character on this account, but the other characters on this account. So you want to specifically say, for this character, you're going to do these specific keybinds, right? For me, simplistically, I like simple. Keep it simple, stupid. I like to use only a few major keybinds using the WoW keybind for my main character, Hectic. I use this letter D for move backwards. You highlight it, you assign the key, it's done, right? For my B and C guy, I will assign them a different key number or letter. I use the down arrow key. So I go to B and C, I click that, I press the down arrow key for both B and C, right? So when I finally am willing to fight a battle, and my hunters are close to an enemy, or my enemies get closer to me, instead of manually moving the characters one by one, I just press two keys. The down arrow, the down key for my hunter A, he moves back, and my down arrow key on my one keyboard. This is all done through one keyboard. And B and C hunters will move back in conjunction with my A character, using two separate keys doing the same function. Easy. Second one I set up, secondly I do is move forward. My A hunter and my A count guys, characters, do not have anything assigned to move forward because I use the mouse to move forward. However, on my B and C guy, I have pushed this button on their B and C key binding just like this on their accounts, and I use the up arrow key. So when I want to move forward on my B and C guy but keep my A guy here, I will basically move them forward, and I'm pushing the up arrow key. As you can see here on the screen, I move back using the down arrow key, and voila, they're there. Now I'm moving forward and they're back kind of in the original spot. That's it. Alright, then you go down to interactive target. Interactive target is a way for the characters to basically interact with an NPC. I will use this example, right? We'll go over here and use an example. Let me get this kind of lined up here. Alright, macros will be dealt with next week, and I'll explain to you how I set a focus to my B and C guy when my A guy has a focus on him. But for the time being, for next week, skip all that kind of stuff. Alright, this is what I do. I go into my key bindings again. A, B, and C will have this open up on their screens. You scroll down about a quarter way down until you come to a thing called interactive target. Right? I select the delete key, the one over there, kind of another print screen. I use a Dynex keyboard, so it's kind of easy for me to do this. A, B, and C will have this thing highlighted. I will highlight it and press delete. Okay? Now, when A guy has this guy selected, I will have B and C guy selected through a macro discussed next week. I then move my character back, right? And I move these guys back. Now watch this. They're going to be way over here in the background, right? Over there by the foreground. They're still highlighting this guy. I just hit this delete key, and these two characters run over and interact with that target. And thus their menu pop open. Their vending menu pop open. They can repair, sell, and buy stuff, right? Or I can actually make my A character run over to them, focus, and now all three are going to be able to interact with the target, and all three will have this pop-up window, or they can sell, vend, and buy stuff. That's it. That's basically it for interact with target. And you'll see that more and more in the game. If you watch this video kind of repeatedly, you'll kind of start to see the gist of it. And I think once you start exploring multiboxing and you put these suggestions and these key advices as well as others, I use it's kind of a hodgepodge of a variety of people's inputs and stuff. But once you start doing this and seeing this on your own and doing it yourself, this becomes really a walk in the park. It's a piece of cake. Third and final for the keybinds is bags. Let me do bags first. Okay, a guy does not need to have anything bound to opening bags. All bags, one bags, two bags, or whatever. Alright, because he can just simply go over here and hover over a bag and left click it. Voila, that bag opens. However, B and C guy will take time to do that to find a quest item. No. So what I do in B and C is I scroll down to open all bags on B and C guy. I select that as the highlight, and then I assign myself personally F7. Right? So when I press F7 from now on, B and C's bags will open up. A's will not. Easy. Quest log for my B and C guys. I will go over to the quest log section, which is just down the way from the open bags. It's about 4. You'll scroll down to see it. I select on the A guy numpad 9. When I push numpad 9, quest log will open up on my A guy. If I press the 8 key, I'm sorry, the F8 key, apologize. The quest log will open up for characters B and C once they've been assigned, once you've highlighted it and pressed the right number and OK it. The world map, you highlight it. For my A guy, it's the positive or the plus sign. For my B and C guy, it is the F9 key. So when I press F9 or F8 or F7, their bags, their quest log, and their map will open up. Bags, I just open up myself. However, I push F9, quest log opens up. Positive sign, that opens up. Alright, piece of cake. And you do that for your B and C guys with one push button. Right, piece of cake. And that's pretty much all I use. There is one add-on I use that I assign F6 to for B and C and A, B and C hunters, because they're hunters and they need to feed their pet. If you scroll down, if you have this add-on added, I do. I like it. I really do. Where is it at? Oh, there it is. I passed it. There it is right there. It's called the FOM_feed add-on. I've been using this pretty much since 08. I do this on A, B, and C. I highlight it A, B, and C, and I give F6 for A, B, and C. So when I push A, B, and C, all my pets will be fed, as you'll soon see right there. Boom, boom, boom. Easy peasy. Alright? I'll do bartenders next week, and I'll do key binding through bartender next week. I'm not going to get too specific on that. I will address that. I will address that next week. So that's next week's show. Finally, Jamba. Oh, let me. Jamba. Yeah, that's a nice feedback. All right, Jamba is the add-on for this week, and there are what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tabs. Okay, 7 of those I do not use. I've never used them, and I never will use them. I use 3. I use the team, quest, merchant. Let's do the merchant first. Now let's do the team. Alright, team's going to have 4 categories. This one I don't mess with. So it's really the first, third, and the fourth. Here's how it's done. Here's how it's done. When you log into your characters, either all together at once or individually, alright? When you log into your characters and they're level 1, they're ready to go, and you want to get your Jamba team created, right? When you go to your Jamba team and you pull up your Jamba team lists, as you're seeing now on the screen, your Team A will be by himself. Team B will be by himself. Team C will be by himself. Alright? So what I do is I go through and I do Team B and C first, and then I go to Team A and set him up. UI included, macros included, bartender, everything included. I just take everything, I just move myself across the spectrum. B, C, A, work on them, finish them, and then go to the next guy, work on that, finish that, go to the next guy, and finally I'm done. No more than 10 minutes, and you're multiboxing, you're having fun. However, when you first start as a new team, these do not have more than one name in them. In my case, for a hunter, is Hectic. If you go to B's character and you go to Jamba team list, it'll have Ruthless. C will have Senator. So what you have to do is on B and C is easily just click the add on B and C on their Jamba side and type in Hectic, the Team A main guy, right? That's it. So you'll type in Hectic on B and Hectic on C. Then what's going to happen is the Ruthless Senator on their respective accounts will be the master. Hectic will come in as a slave. Here's what you do. If Hectic is a slave, let's say that is that way. Let's say this is what this is. Ruthless is the B guy, and I added Hectic into the team, right? He's a slave, but I'm not. No one's following me, right? I'm following Hectic. B guy is following Hectic A guy. C guy is following Hectic A guy, right? So here's how you do it. You go up and you select Hectic. Let's say Hectic is down here, or one up. So this is how it usually is. Usually the master and then the main slave, which soon will be the master. You highlight the slave, move him up, select set master. Now Hectic is the master. You do that for B and C. A guy, go ahead and type in both of your character names into this box, and basically when you do that, those two added characters, they'll be slaved. They'll follow the master. Invite macro. Next week. I don't do invite through Jamba. I do invite through macros with one button click. I select this one, except from team. So when I do team invites, then they will have this selected on their B and C guys, Jamba, and they will know to accept the team. Finally, I set this and check it off. I check that off too. I check this off, automatically set the tune loot method to free for all, meaning Hectic is going to be the main looter, right? Unless it's a collection quest in which B and C will have their turn collecting the quest items, right? Not a problem. And then, yeah, you can have override set loot to group loot is stranger group, whatever. These are the ones you check off. This basically says free for all. Anybody can loot A, B, and C. Usually it's the A guy because he's the main dude, right? And so that's how you do that. And make sure when you're done, when you got this whole setup set up the way you like it, push settings. So B and C will receive the commands that A is giving out. Tags, as I said earlier, ignore. I don't know why it's there. I don't know. I don't understand that. I haven't messed with that. Display team. Show team list. Check. Only on master. Check. Right? Push settings. What that's going to do is make only the A guy and the team list show up on the A guy. That's it. Now this is where you can experiment with the width of it, of this Java thing, which I usually leave that like that. Not a problem. Follow status bar, I don't mess with that. Experience bar, I do. I leave it as percentages. You can leave it as percent, that's fine, or values, that's fine. I choose percentage. Not a problem. If you don't show it, then you only have that. right? You only have the names and the level they are, but I like to show that and show the percentage and the team and the level they are in. Health bar, if you want to show that, you can do that. Shows them 100% healthy or 97% healthy, whatever. Some people use that, some people don't. Either percentage or not, or you can do values. I simply don't have that. I don't use it. And you can experiment with the other ones, the power, health, experience, follow, yeah. And you can change up the color of the background too. You know, I usually live like that. Just simple. Finally, under team is a follow. 2 things checked off or unchecked here. This you need to check, right? That allows you, Team A, to move, and your B and C guy will follow you after combat. Or you can do it and then still push the macros to make your team B and C follow you. I do both, just to make sure that it's done correctly. If you do have this check, you can also do this, which I don't do. This is annoying as a dickens. Make sure you push the settings, and then when I move, that pops up. That is annoying. It's a sound and it's a red glaring, orange glaring little warning sign. Sorry, Ruthless says follow broken. Senator says follow broken. I don't want to read text on the wall that's unnecessary, right? So I go in here and I uncheck that, push the setting, Team B and C get it. Now when I move, that does not happen. That does not happen. Second tab, easy tab, quest. Once your team is completed and you're ready for your setup of your quest, I select this one, tune select and decline quest with team. Not a problem. I mean, they're going to accept the quest as a team that A gives, or possibly B or C picks up, whatever. And then I said check mark accept quest. Tune accept quest from team, check it off. And then only auto accept quest from team and party members. So for instance, this thing over here is not quite yet highlighted. I believe that's for Tenaris. Could be mistaken, I think it's Tenaris. I usually go and get my A guy to pick up the quest up, right? And then I go into the Jamba quests, which we'll get to in a minute, which is down here. Always show this. You need this and it's easy. Okay, so I select team and party, meaning A guy picks up a quest, and then when this is checked off and B and C, after you push settings, also follow that execution, they will accept that quest. Or if you're in a group, a dungeon, and let's say the pally in the group has a quest or a quest, and you say share, then this will automatically accept it from that party or people in the party. Show message Jamba, show Jamba quest with WoW quest log. What that simply is, and I checked this off for all B and C. Pretty much everything's checked off here or notified here. It's going to be push settings, so B and C also have the same settings. What that simply means is, sorry, that's a map. This is the quest tracking log thing. This is the Jamba quest thing. I don't mess with this, and I don't mess with this. These are going to share all, and abandon all. Abandon all is basically what you're going to need, basically to do multiboxing effectively and very easily and less time consuming. When you have a quest from A, let's say this is available for all 3 guys, and A, I don't want to make B and C go there and get it. I want to make A go there and get it and share it. So I'll grab it with A, and then I go in my quest log, and it'll be only, that would be number 1. Only because the only one has it. I then select share. If there's multiple quests that I want to share with my team, share all. That number will go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 depending how many people in your party. Alright? Abandon. Same thing with share. You can abandon a quest. If you have a quest that's gray or you don't want to do it, you wiped on or whatever, you highlight that quest, put abandon. That comes up, and when you say yes, B and C will cancel that. Or if you want to abandon all quest, same thing. This will erase your quest log and your bags for that quest item. I don't want to abandon the bag. I might later. But that's how you do abandon. So abandon one or abandon them all. Share one quest or share them all. And that's simple. The final thing in the quest is the watcher. The watcher basically is this over here. Okay, this is the watcher for the quest. You can do either maximize it or minimize it. Maximize meaning, oh, A, B, and C has completed that quest. They've slain that boss. They have not slain that nor slain that. It keeps a track of your quest. Pretty much I don't mess with anything on here except for unlock quest watcher frame to move it. When you start a quest out, this is what's going to do. Right there smack in the middle of your screen. I don't want distraction. I don't want to see a bunch of distraction on the screen, right? And when you pick a quest up like this, it's going to pop up. And if B and C collect it, the quest, and accept it from the team, then they're going to have the same thing on their screen. So how to get rid of that? How do you move that off the side so you don't see it? Well, you make sure that this is check mark, right? Then you will put your mouse over the white title, hold the left mouse click down, hit Alt and hold Alt, and move and drag it to where you want it to go. Once you've got it established, you will go back into Jamba, go to Quest Watcher, make sure that's checked, and push Settings. Then what that's going to do is broadcast that this Quest Watcher log is going to be in this basically the same position as it is on A, as it is on B, and as on C. It just basically keeps it simple. That's all there really is. Finally, purchase. I don't use sell for merchant under Jamba. I have an add-on for that, and I might show you that add-on in a minute. Since it kind of ties in with this Jamba add-on itself. Here's what you do. You're a hunter, you're a mage, you're a lock, you're a shaman, you're a priest, you're a pally, whatever you are. You have food and mana that you need to buy and consume. Potions or food, whatever it is, or reagents or whatever it is, right? This works for everything basically. So what you do is you go in and you buy your food or your mana. In this case, hunters don't use mana anymore because they use focus. They don't use mana anymore. You go in and I usually let A guy do this. I use the A guy to go to the vendor, buy the food, the mana, the potion, whatever it is, the reagents, whatever it is, right? And then what I do is I drag. Well, first of all, it's gonna be disabled, right? It's gonna be no check mark. New team, check it. Grab your meat, whatever item you want to put in there, a stack of 20, whatever. It doesn't matter, really, honestly. Drag it and put it here. Then you go down here and you select amount. Do you want the teams? You want your member teams to buy 10 of those, 20 of those, 30 of those, 40 of those, 50 of those, whatever, 5 of those, 1 of those, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Set that amount and push add. That will pop up on this screen. If you want your team members to accept that purchase, that buy, push settings. They will buy that amount and that item. If you want to remove, let's say you're level 55 and this is a level 35 piece of steak, does no good. You want to remove it from the Jamba list. Click remove, click yes, and push settings. Removes it from A, and then thus it removes it from B and C. So all you're really doing then is buying only the items you selected and added to push the settings so B and C can buy the same things. That is basically what I use in Jamba. Oh, my add-on real quick. I usually don't I'm not going to try to put add-ons too much. I'm going to try to keep add-ons separate. Add-ons specifically separate for certain things. Add-ons I use is Auto Sell 2. I've been using this pretty much since 09, maybe, yeah, 09ish. Check it off. What it does is it auto sells gray items and it repairs you automatically, right? Now, if you have an item that's not gray, it's white, green, blue, purple, whatever, and you want to sell it, you have to manually right-click the item to sell it back to the vendor. This will auto-sell any crap that you have that is little to no value or that simply you have no, there's no use for. So that's why I don't use Jamba Sell. I have an add-on that automatically does that. I've never experienced much with the Jamba stuff past purchase. Everything else from team down to purchase merchant I've done. One other thing is taxi, take master's taxi. That's easy. You go to the flight point, you interact with the target, which I'll show you probably next week with the macros, and this is by default check mark. So if you go up to the flight master and you interact with the target on A, B, and C, they're going to bring up the flight map on all three characters. If you're from Thunder Bluff, you want to fly to Orgrimmar. You move your mouse over to Orgrimmar and you left click it on your main guy. You click it, you select that on your A guy. Your B and C will automatically select it and start flying as well. So basically A's flying, B's flying, C's flying at the same time. So they're all flying together to go to Orgrimmar from Thunder Bluff. Requests. If you don't want to get invitations to guilds, uncheck it. Auto deny guild invites. I uncheck that. Auto deny duels. I check that because when people want to come up and duel me, they say, "Oh, I challenge you to duel." This checked off says, "Sorry, I don't want to duel you. Thank you, but no thank you." And uncheck this because this allows. This allows you to join a guild. If you check this off, this prevents you from joining a guild or accepting an invitation to the guild or a guild. So I don't mess with much of this down below. I usually stay up here in the top 3 categories, and you know, that's pretty much my sort of mini setup. This is the first episode ever of the Multiboxing Power Hour, and basically every week we're going to focus or highlight on something about multiboxing. This week we focus on Jama and Keybinding. Next week we'll look at macros and bartending, and we'll go from there. The other show that I'll be focusing on this weekend is just a general show. It's straight to the point with Broomba, and it's basically just a general gaming show talking about WoW news, upcoming games, reviews of games, my thoughts of games, you know, just all sorts of interesting tidbits from WoW to non-WoW stuff. So it's going to be a smorgasbord. It's going to be all over the map. So it's going to not generalize on the top a specific game or a specific genre. It's just going to be a random thought that I thought of or something like that. Yeah, so it's going to be an entertaining show. It's going to be no more than 15 minutes. I want to try to get the Multiboxing Power Hour up to about almost an hour, maybe a little less than that. 45 to 50 minutes, fine. I'm fine with that. Because usually I'll be working on these on the days I'm streaming or after I'm streaming live to twitch.tv. I do have a Twitter account, a Facebook account, a YouTube account, and a Twitch account. Twitch account is twitch.tv/Broomba. Twitter is simply Twitter @Broomba. Email address is thebroomba@gmail.com. My Facebook page is facebook.com/ you could try Broomba, but I think you can just search it out and look for Broomba with the Night Elf pet profile picture. That's that. Email me, follow my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Broomba. Follow me there. I will post videos, not from the live stream, but recorded videos like this and future videos of this magnitude. I will take questions and requests or whatnot, anything from YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, or email. So the topic of Jamba came up during my stream live on Sunday, and I was glad to kind of give the room a little flavor of Jamba in action, and I decided to basically say that is my first topic for the first show, is Jamba, and build off of that with macros and bartending add-ons and just go from there. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope it's very informative, and catch me live streaming on my twitch.tv/Broomba channel. I will not be streaming live on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays since I'm working and work as teaching community college classes of history. The days I'll be streaming is Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Some days there might be days I do both morning, afternoon. Sometimes I'll just do morning only. Sometimes I'll do only afternoons. It depends. So keep an eye on for me and keep following me. Have a question, don't hesitate. And stay informed on one of those social media outlets. At the very end of this video, I will have kind of an outgoing kind of video or outgoing kind of send-off where it shows you the addresses of the social media outlets: Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and email. So just you can get if you miss it the first time, at the end of the videos we'll have that information, so you can make sure you get a copy of that and stay informed, stay up to date, stay on topic. Yeah, so that's pretty much the first show. I will see you online next week, and yeah, actually next week as in the next show, but probably this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for live streaming My Three Hunters. Oh, one other final thing real quick, and I want to say this on this video and on the next video and that I'm making this weekend. It will be available. This video will be available tonight. Upload it, and the other video will be uploaded the day after it's shot. So I might do a Wednesday, Friday schedule and devote Saturday, Friday afternoon, Wednesday afternoon, and Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon to live streaming. Anyway, only for this week only. When you come to my chat room on Super Bowl Sunday, please do not mention anything about the Super Bowl. I will time you out. Seriously, because I'll be probably likely going to watch it later. And I don't like to be spoiled on live events. So please do not come to my chat room and say, oh, check out that great punt, check out that field goal, check out that interception, oh, that team won, that team lost, oh, it's an overtime. No, I will time you out. And I'm going to tell my mods to time people out who come into the room on Sunday. I might not stream all day Sunday, but I'll stream partial Sunday, because the Super Bowl doesn't begin to what, 6:30, 7:30 at night. You know, it's a 4-hour fiesta. You know, there's like a 6-hour, 7-hour, sometimes a 10-hour pre-game show. But please do not come to the chat room if the game's going on and I'm streaming and talk about the football game. No, don't. This is about multiboxing. All right, I'll watch it later, and I'll time you out. And if you come back and do it again, I'll ban you. And I'll tell my mods this, and I'll tell them again and again and again before Super Bowl Sunday. Do not let that happen. Okay? And I'll make the same message again on my other video I'm going to make this Friday or Saturday, probably Friday afternoon, and have that ready to go Friday night. And this will be available on the YouTube channel tonight. See you online.